Hey guys, Karma Sculpting back again once again, and this week we're doing something a little different. Usually I would make the landscape as the last part of a video series, but this time it kind of had to go first. With the platform being made first, I can get an accurate read on how big I should be making each individual Pokemon that I'm going to make for this. And with all that being said, this was not the planned video for this week. The project that was meant to be out this week was actually Wooper and its Paldean counterpart. Sadly, thanks to resin and its long wait times from time to time, it was not going to be ready by Tuesday night. So yeah, hope you're looking forward to that. But now back to today's video. As you can see, I cut out kind of a crescent shape out of the XPS foam. Then cut a bunch of cracks and crevices into it with my hot wire cutter. This would be the main centerpiece of this landscape. With that out of the way, I then went in with all of the scraps and remnants of the XPS foam that I had used to make the crescent, and did similar things like cutting out tiny pieces to make individual rocks. I made 4 of them, with each of them being individual in their own way. The fun part was trying to figure out how I wanted to place them around the crescent moon. I played around with a few different combinations and came out with this one. I was hoping it would seem like they were holding up this ancient looking rock structure. All I needed to do then was glue them onto this XPS foam base that I wanted to use, cut it all out, and go to town. And by go to town, I mean pile on the tile grout. This stuff is great for filling in cracks and giving a more earthy texture. As you can see, I used quite a bit with this project. Luckily, it's pretty cheap and holds on to little rocks and stuff you can cram in. Once it's dry, holds them tight. As always, there's no plan with these rocks, or even the landscape for that matter. I just knew I wanted the crescent moon in the middle, and the rest is as random as can be. If you've been watching my videos, you should know that for every one of these landscapes, they always get a nice black primer mixed with Mod Podge. In case you don't know, that combination really hardens up the outer layer of the foam, like a protective shield. For the surrounding ground, I think this was raw umber for some earthy tones. I decided to go with a lighter brown, lighter grays for the stone and ground and all that, simply because in the end when you do a black wash, it will darken everything up. Though I will forewarn you, my camera died in the middle of my black wash? There's gotta be a better way to say that. But yeah, later if you see that all of this is suddenly looking a lot darker, it's because that footage was not worth putting in here. I will be extra careful to catch it next time. Once that was all dried, I went over it with a quick dry brush of the same colors I used before the black wash. I love how a good dry brushing can really bring some lighting effects to a piece. Okay, so before you see me putting down the grass flocking, I just want to say I was going for more of a mossy green rock look, but, well, you see. Would a static grass applicator make this look a lot better? I finally got the tabletop Proxxon hot wire cutter, so the static grass applicator will still have to wait a while, but it is on the list. Oh, and again, all of this is random. I don't plan any of this, the flocking, the Mod Podge base, none of this is being planned out beforehand. In my experience, going a little random and haywire with your landscapes always turns out better than expected. In case you're still waiting to know exactly which Pokemon are going to be thrown on this piece, you'll have to wait until the glamour shots at the end. though the title of the video is a very big hint. To add a bit more variation in color, I decided to add a bunch of clump foliage. Here's some clump grass to make it look like there are some longer patches. There's some flowers of many different varying colors. Okay, 4. There are 4 colors of flowers. And with this stick I plucked off of a dead tree outside, I decided to add some pink clump foliage to it and try and make a sakura tree. Also, if someone can tell me how to properly use tacky glue, please tell me in the comments down below, because I couldn't get that stuff to work, so I wound up using liquid super glue. And voila! The tree was the last piece. How did I do? Tell me what you think down below in the comment section, or you can even just smack that like button to tell me you liked it. This piece was made in a matter of about 14 hours. Kind of a rush job when I realized that the Woopers were not going to be done in time. But what some of you may be asking for, what Pokemon are going to be on this? Well, as the title of the video states, this is a mythical meetup, a mythical playground. I don't know what name I'm going to choose quite yet. You know, I don't know yet. So, to answer the question, it'll be Pokemon like Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, Manaphy, Phione, little pixie mythical Pokemon all gathering around this place just to have a good time. If I were able to make a poll, I would ask which of these you would like me to make first. So, best other chance is to comment down below and tell me which one you'd like. If no one comments within the first couple days of this being out, I'll just have to choose at random. But hey, that's enough of me rambling on. See you next week with the Wooper video. Karma out.